Hey guys, Adam with you here as always in our little Let's Play world, and we are in a very strange place indeed. We are on top of the Nether. So in case you don't know, you can find a place where the bedrock's kind of thin in the ceiling and glitch through the ceiling using ender pearls. I'm sure you probably already knew that. But today we're going to be all cheaty cheaty, because as if glitching through the bedrock's not cheaty enough, we're going to break the bedrock. And we're going to do that using these new trees. So these trees have an interesting property in that when they grow, they have a chance of actually growing downward. So they have a chance of growing basically roots downward. And when this happens, it will actually grief the blocks below it. Now, unfortunately, it does take a bit of patience, and I think we just did it. Let's see. Yeah, I'd say we did it here. So, as you saw, all you do, well, maybe we didn't, is you grow a tree, cut out the bottom layer, and then keep growing trees repeatedly, and it has a small chance, yeah, we did it, of growing downwards. And as you can see, we just punched a hole in the ceiling of the Nether. So we can actually keep doing this and try to continuously punch holes in it to make a bigger hole if you'd like. But really that 1x1 is all I need. I'm just curious what happened if I did it again. If it would kind of grow through that same hole, or yeah, nope, it created new ones. Now we got a little 2x1 hole there. That's cool. And then all you gotta do is cut down your tree, and you have a hole through the bedrock. So that's pretty cool. There's a way to put a hole in the bedrock in vanilla Minecraft. So that's obvious. So that's good. So now the question is, why do I want to punch a hole in the bedrock? Dang it. I don't want to erase those. It took me forever to get all those ender pearls. I haven't been to the end yet, so. And the reason why is we're going to eventually do some stuff up here. Not in this episode. Not going to do anything in here this episode. I just simply wanted to get the hole created before Mojang patched the bug. Because you actually used to be able to do this in a similar fashion before, but they fixed the problem very quickly after it was discovered. So I wanted to make sure I punched a hole in the bedrock before they fixed that issue. So that's what we did, and now we have us a nice permanent hole in the bedrock. But yeah, what we're going to use this for, oh, looks like we went through in a couple more places there too, I didn't see. Cool. So what we're going to use this for is, on top of the Nether, we're going to do I wish I had gone down just a little bit more right there, but we're going to use the top of the Nether for our transport system, more than likely, because I can build a transport system up here without having to worry about gas or anything, as long as I build it correctly. And I can also put some things like a gold farm up here, and I'm thinking maybe doing a ghast farm, which would be pretty cool. I got some ideas for that. So that's why I wanted to be able to get onto the ceiling. But anyway, that is not what we're doing in this episode. We're not doing anything up here in this episode. So let's get back to our base. And I cleared out an area somewhere, now I can't find it. So let's return to our base, where I'll show you where I've done quite a bit of work off camera. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. Alright, so we're back at base, and off camera I made some tweaks to the storage room. And by tweaks I mean I ripped it out and built a whole new one. So if you recall, right here is where we kind of did a little bit of a mass storage system last episode. and I didn't like it. I decided to completely redo it, and in the process I decided to just put the storage room here too. So I started by building this mass storage array here. And right now I got it set up to where it stores cobble, dirt, gravel, sand, netherrack, string, gunpowder, bones, and zombie flesh. May change them up at some point, we'll see. And these are overflow chests. So there, as you can see, there are some issues to where occasionally stuff will end up in the overflow chests instead of where they should be. I'm not quite sure what's causing that yet. I'm going to have to take a look at it. I somewhat have a suspicion that it might be from when I unload these chunks and then come back and reload them. It happens for some reason, but I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to look into it. But otherwise, it works fairly well. So, this is all automated. And what happens is anything you put in the chest surrounding this glass item elevator will be sorted. So, for example, netherrack, I put that in, and it will be sorted in. So what happens, and this beacon, by the way, I got in a cheaty cheaty fashion. That's why I didn't record it. Let's turn down that dang weather. That's why I didn't record it. Actually, lightning might be... Here, we'll just turn the volume way down for now. Because there's a lot of annoying sounds here right now, like the clicking from... Oh! Anyway. So what happens is, off these chests... Let's see if I can break it open and show you. Where is it? There we go. So, off this chest is a hopper that goes into a dropper, which has a simple little clock to cause it to fire all the items out. So, let's go ahead and do that. And this does cause some frame rate drops when I'm recording, so if it's a little bit jerky, I apologize, but for the most part, it's okay. So this is shooting them down. You can see it there, some hoppers. I left this open so we can take a look. So these hoppers just go through like a chest buffer and lead into this dropper here, which has another clock on it. I might change this clock up because it's not the best one, and it's going and getting shot into an item stream. And we're using a trick with defense posts and the glass, and that's just a graphical glitch. They are actually going up the item elevator, and this causes them to go up the glass item elevator. Alright, so far it's really pretty simple. I should say I kind of adapted this from the Zip Crowds design, and there's no good way to get up there to see that, but you can see that it goes into actually I might still have a way up there, but we're using ender chests to pull the items out. Let's see if I've got a way to get there. So back here's the sorting array, which is kind of a maze to get through here. I'll talk about this in a minute. It's pretty straightforward. I may have, yeah, I do have a tunnel around here. So they come out here. We used inner chest to pull the items out into the item stream. I saw a few spots to clean up with some stone bricks, it looks like. But they go down along the item stream here. Pretty simple. And then along the edge here, we are using ender chests to align the items to flow... Oops, I just picked some stuff up. To flow along this cobble wall. And then they will get picked up by these hoppers, which act as our filters. So these are the filters for the zombie flesh. And I even have them labeled in the back here. And then off each filter is just the mechanism for the sorting, the simple sorting cell, which is exactly, this one is exactly the same as the one that we used in the old mass storage in last episode. The only difference is the one next to it is a different design. It just uses a hopper and a sticky piston. It does the exact same thing. The reason we do this is if I put this design next to these two designs right next to each other, there would be redstone dust next to each other, which would interfere. And so if this system sorter cell got backed up, it would in turn back up this sorter cell too, because the signal would kind of flow over the wire. So, if that makes any sense. So that's why we did it this way, so dang it. And I did get feather falling boots. I think I put a clip of that at the beginning. And then this here is just a comparator off the top chest there, which is used to power these lights. They will come on when these cells get full. That way I have a little bit of a visual representation of that. And then beyond there, that just goes to the overflow system. So anything that overflows will go into these chests, and anything that's not one of those items will end up in this chest. So that's what that is. And yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a result of chunks being unloaded and then reloaded. That's my best guess, but I'm not sure. And then anyway, these storage cells here, these are not automated. They're the same design that we used over here. The only difference is I added another row of chests to them. And pretty happy with the way it lays out. I think this will be enough storage. I still have a few empty slots here or there. And if need be, I can always put another one in here and some chests in maybe in here. But right now I got some brewing stands there. And then down here I just got some furnaces. These are meant for really quickly smelting stuff because eventually I am going to build a mass smelting array thing. We've got some anvils, and this acts as both a decorative water source, but it's also a nice infinite water spring. You can just pull water from the middle there, and it's nice and infinite. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything to show off here. Took advantage of the mesa biome to get a nice stained clay ceiling. And on the beacon, which by the way I killed the wither using the trick of suffocating him in bedrock. But on it we've got speed 2 at the moment. It is a full-size beacon though, so I could put anything I wanted on it. It's just hidden down here, so I guess I can show you that. So right there's the beacon. Full size, I could put whatever I wanted on it. But right now I think speed because the storage room is fairly large. But that's what I've been doing off camera. That and caving, you'll be able to see here that doing pretty good on resources, but also got more diamonds in there. Iron, doing alright on. Coal, we're doing good on. Redstone, we're doing alright. Lapis is alright. Gold's pretty good. So yeah, been gathering resources, doing a ton of caving. But that's what I've been doing off camera for the most part, is this storage room. It took quite a bit of time for me to do. And then back here I've got a lot of room I can use for wiring for other projects or what have you. And that was just me digging to a cave. So, now the question is, what are we going to actually start working on for our next project? And this is where I have a bit of a dilemma, because there are a ton of projects I want to do. And some of those projects rank really high as far as my desire to do them. But for one, I don't know which one of them I want to do first. And the other problem is I can't start them because I have a bit of a more pressing issue to take care of. And that is, once I eat this 48 steak, I'm in a little bit of food trouble. I've got some melon and a little bit of food in here to fall back on. But I have no food supply. All of my steak I've been getting by just killing all the cows. And if I do that again, I'm not going to have any cows anywhere nearby to start a farm. So I've been a little bit lazy about starting a cow farm and a sheep farm and all that. So I think the next project is going to have to be some animal farms, which I'm thinking of putting down here somewhere. And also, by the way, I'm thinking about just breaking the spawner, and rather than making another trap. I actually haven't checked this in a while. Let's see how it's doing, because honestly, I don't need a ton of string. 62 string, which is, you know, decent. especially considering I haven't been close enough to the spawner for it to spawn hardly at all. I tend not to be around the spawner much. But yeah, it does work. But if we put the animal farms down here, that would help give me a reason to be down here. So if we did our whole farm wing down here, and I'm going to do it. Ready? Boom. It's broken. Anyway, our farm wing is going to be down here, I think. And it's along with our cow farms. Well, all our farms, so that includes the cow farm. And where to put it is the question. And I'm thinking we're just going to kind of clear out an area here. I think we're just going to blow out an area here and put it in there. And then the other question is design. What design do we want to do for our farm? And this is something I played around with a little bit in creative. I played with some kind of redstone-y automatic cow farms, and I actually came up with one of my own that was really cool and super redstone intensive. But all the designs I tested, including the one I came up with, are less efficient than just doing the kind of classic stick a ton of cows in a small area approach. And let's turn sound back up, because we should be good now. That might be a little loud. But yeah, they're less efficient than just sticking a ton of cows in an area, breeding them, and killing them. So I think we're just going to do kind of a classic style cow farm. I think it's just going to be a bit of a hole in the ground type of deal. And we will do that and we will love it. So I'm going to do a little bit of prep work here, and then I'll be back with you guys. Alright, so this is what I came up with. Don't know why there's a torch there. The glowstone should keep it bright enough that we don't have to worry about any mob spawns. And now we just need to get some cows down here. So what I did is I simply dug a hole all the way up to the surface, and I left myself no good way out of here. But yeah, dug my way all the way up to the surface. Gotta figure out a way up and down still. And we built that water drop, so let's try to go get some cows and get them down there. This could be easier said than done, unfortunately. But let's see what happens. I only need to get 2 down there. If I can get 2 down there, we'll be good. And I also need a wheat farm, but I'm probably just going to build one of those real quick automatic wheat farms where you just stand there with the seeds and bone meal them. Where's the hole? Let's see. Do I see the hole anywhere? It's here somewhere. It was near the beacon, because I saw the beacon. Let's see, it's got to be around here somewhere. I really thought this would be easy to find real quick. That's why I didn't bother looking at coordinates or anything. Maybe I should have. Over here maybe? So this is where the spider spawners are. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yep, that's it. So let's go ahead and mark that, just so we can find it. It's starting to get dark. That's good. Wonderful. Just thinking, I'd love to do this in the dark. So let's go see if we can find us some cows. Somewhere there's a plains biome. There's some in the swamp for sure, but that's kind of a long way to take them. So let's just peek around here and see if we see any. If not, I'll go get them from the swamp, I guess. Yep, guess we're going to get them from the swamp. Fine. And maybe it's not getting dark. Maybe that was just me. Where's the sun? I don't see the sun. Oh well. Alright. There's a cow. Come with me. Alright. get him back, and then we just need to get one more. Come on, guy. You're going to a much better place. No. Dang it. Alright, let's try taking him this way. Alright, so yeah, this is basically the process. I will do this and get back with you guys. Alright, so we got us some cows down here. Got 2 of them. That's plenty to start building up a stock of cows. And that's really all I have time to do in this episode. I don't have time to do much of anything else. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Off camera, I'm going to build some more farms. A wheat farm for sure, so I can get some wheat to breed these guys. And maybe a sheep farm, stuff like that, because they're not going to be terribly exciting, so I'll just do them off camera. The next episode, I think we're going to start a rather large project. So I'll see you guys in the next episode.